for asking. How are you doing? Hi, Jennifer. Shout out to Mary. Shout out to Jennifer. I know, Jennifer, it's almost like 2 weeks. 2 weeks left. I like how you're counting down the days because I am too. Yes. Shout out to Rusty. What a cute name for the cat. Shout out to... Hello. Write your name in the chat if you want me to shout you out. I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm gonna just put it in the chat. I mean, not in the chat, in my notebook. Shout out to... Oh, there we go. Thank you. Shout out to 11. Shout out to Ziana or Ziana. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Leon. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. Welcome. Shout out to Mushumi. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Baru. Shout out to Vanessa. Shout out to Jennifer. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Joel. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Shout out to Emily. Shout out to Elizabeth. Shout out to Mirab. Shout out to Varun. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Bella. Shout out to Ladik. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Levy. Is it Levy? Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Bella. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Vicky. Shout out to Miriam. Shout out to Lucia. Shout out to, is it DN? Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to NG. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Let's try to get to 10 likes. Shout out to, can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen now? I think it had froze. Shout out to Archie. Shout out to Layla. I got you, Eloa. Right here. Shout out to Anik. And then Fahima. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. I got you right here, Eloa. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. It's right here. Shout out to Natalia. Shout out to is it Isla? Shout out to Isla. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Ray. Shout out to Isadora. Shout out to, oh, Isla. Thank you for showing me how to pronounce your name. Shout out to Amaya. Shout out to Ashley. Shout out to, did I spell Maya wrong? Is it with the H? Oops, I forgot the H. Shout out to Maya. Shout out to Annie. Shout out to Ravi. Shout out to Patrick. Please write your name again if I miss it. Sometimes the chat goes fast. Shout out to Carter. Shout out to Ava. Shout out to Kinsley. Shout out to James. Shout out to Carla. Shout out to the cat, SpongeBob. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Miriam Fahima. Shout out to Gunner. Leave a like if you're enjoying the shout outs. I would truly appreciate it. Shout out to Mary. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Sheridan. Sheridan, sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Kiki. Shout out to Kaylee. Shout out to Ness. Shout out to Ariana. Shout out to Krista. Shout out to... If I skip your name, I don't do it on purpose. It's because when I'm writing, my eyes are looking down at the paper, and when I look up, the chat has already gone like a few names up already. So I'm so sorry if I skip you by accident. But please write your name again. Shout out to Laura. Shout out to Autumn. Shout out to Ferdos. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Christina. Shout out to Aspen. Shout out to Annabella. Shout out to Gareth. Shout out to Bluey. Shout out to Delsa. Shout out to, is it Mahmuda? Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Miriam? Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Katie. Shout out to Abrielle. Shout out to Malika. Shout out to is it Maya? Let me know if I wrote your name correctly. Shout out to Bono. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Chandel. Is it Chandel or Chanel? Chanel? Shout out to Chanel. Shout out to Raj. Shout out to Jocelyn. Shout out to Annalisa. And Gomer. Or Gomer. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Maya. Shout out to Amy. Amy? Was it Amy? Oh no, it was Emma. Shout out to Faith. Shout out to Carlos. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Lottie. Shout out to Eleanor. Shout out to Soy Milk. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Let's try to get to 20 likes. Shout out to, is it Dio? Dio? Shout out to Maple. Shout out to Candice. Dio or Dio. Shout out to Isabella. Shout out to Bella. Shout out to Liliana. Shout out to Amira. Shout out to Rose. Shout out to Kaylee. Shout out to Amira. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Kat. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Naomi. Thank you for subscribing. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Vuyokazi. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to these people. Please like and subscribe. I'll be right back. Give me 30 seconds. Thank you for your patience. Sorry it took a little bit longer. On to the next page. Leave a like if you're enjoying the shout outs. Also subscribe if you want to support my channel. I also post other content. I hope you can check it out as well. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Sky. Oh. Shout out to Sky. Shout out to Hayden. Shout out to Paloma. Shout out to Isabel. Shout out to, hey, oh, I got Lick, sorry. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Zoe. Shout out to Kaylee. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Aurora. Shout out to Willow. Give me another 30 seconds. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Okay, thank you so much. I'm so sorry. Thank you for your patience. Shout out to Imogen. Shout out to Daisy. Shout out to Amaya. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Let's try to get to 30 likes. Shout out to Eloa. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Tarian. Sorry if I mispronounce your name as well. Shout out to Bethany. Shout out to Adia. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Zara. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Christina. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Addis. Shout out to Debbie. Shout out to Asima. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Jaylee. Shout out to Salvio. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Fatima. Shout out to Yathavin. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Clarissa. Shout out to Pebbles. Thank you for subscribing. Sorry if I haven't written your name. The chat is going a little fast for me. Shout out to Bree. Shout out to Jamali. Please write your name again if I haven't gotten to you. Shout out to Lizvet. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Nessie. Shout out to Haiti or Heidi. Shout out to Ricky. Heidi, I got you. Shout out to Kelly. Shout out to Mila. Shout out to Maddie. Shout out to Botch. Shout out to Aiden. Shout out to Lottie. Shout out to Neda or Neda. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Jaina or Jana. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Aaliyah. Shout out to Matthew. Shout out to Bella. Shout out to Anna. Shout out to Julie. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. We're almost at 30 likes. Shout out to Evie. Shout out to Anna. Thank you, Kelly. Shout out to Samuel. Shout out to Myrna. Shout out to Jada. Shout out to Anson. Shout out to Lilith. Shout out to Kiki. Shout out to Kitty. Shout out to Ray J. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Paisley. Shout out to Clara. Shout out to Autumn. Thank you, Paisley, for supporting. Shout out to Nikki. Shout out to Ava. Like and subscribe if you enjoy my shout outs. I also post other content. I hope you can check it out as well. Shout out to Harrison. Shout out to Piper. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Thank you for being here. Write your name in the chat if you want me to shout you out. Shout out to Angus. Shout out to Emily. Shout out to Victoria. Shout out to Providence. Shout out to Janet. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Ness. Shout out to Connor. Shout out to Teddy. Shout out to Sophia. Shout out to Missy. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Providence, I got you. Shout out to Salvio. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Rosie. Shout out to Lexi. Shout out to Sarah. Shout out to Jace. Shout out to Bruno. Shout out to Allison. Shout out to Caddy. Is it Caddy or Katie? Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Austin. Thank you. Shout out to Niles. Shout out to Sunil. Shout out to Alliance. Shout out to Amelie. Thank you for 30 likes. Thank you for being here. Leave your name in the chat if you want me to shout you out. Shout out to Seal. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to Jessica. Shout out to Uzi. Shout out to Abdul Rahman. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Abdul Rahman. Shout out to Buddy. Shout out to Bree. Shout out to Lil, Harry. Shout out to Isaac. Shout out to Olivia. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Shout out to Lizzie. Shout out to Janicia. Shout out to these people. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying the live stream. I also post other content. I hope you can check it out as well. Shout out to these people. On to the next page. Shout out to Milo or Milo. Shout out to Bug. Shout out to Ellie. Shout out to Shiloh or Shiloh. Shout out to Yan. Shout out to Balil. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Izzy. Shout out to Harry. Shout out to Emmy. Shout out to Kay. Shout out to Tay. Shout out to Eloise. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. We're almost at 40 likes. Shout out to Zara. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Daniela. Shout out to Ella. Shout out to Evie. Shout out to Olivia. Shout out to Carly. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Archer. Shout out to... You're welcome, Harry. Shout out to Maddie. Shout out to Lacey. Shout out to Olivia. Shout out to Drayden. Shout out to Dylan. Shout out to Milenka. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Ellie. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Tuana. Shout out to Fatima. What was the last name? I missed it. Shout out to... Is it Famil? Thank you for subscribing. Is it Famil or... Shout out to Tay. Shout out to Sylvan or Sylvan. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Valence. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to... I think there's two Ellies because I got one here and here. I'm not sure. Shout out to Lala. Shout out to Renessa. Shout out to Ismet. Shout out to Larissa. Shout out to Nor. If you want me to shout you out, write your name in the chat. Sometimes the username, it's kind of hard for me to figure out what your name is from the username. Shout out to Uwu. Thank you. Thank you for writing your name. Shout out to Emma. Shout out to... Oh no. Iofi? Iofi? Did I spell it correctly? Shout out to Fadia. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Ian. Shout out to shout out to Ibtisan. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Alize. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Jada. Shout out to Steven. Shout out to Niam. Jada, I got you. Thank you, Ulu. Shout out to Salma. Is it Zilad? Zilad. Shout out to Zilad. Shout out to Rosie. Whoops. Rosie. Shout out to Kaden. Shout out to Lizzie. Shout out to Cooper. Shout out to Kostek. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Alejandro. Thank you. Shout out to Era. Shout out to, or Ira. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Zamira. Or Zamaria. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Zamaria. Shout out to Buki. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Presley. Shout out to Trent. Shout out to Matthew. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Shout out to Melanie. Shout out, no, I don't, Ellie. Shout out to Gabby. Shout out to Shadma. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Allie. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Liana. Thank you for subscribing. Oh, thank you so much, Ellie. Shout out to John. Shout out to Ella. You're welcome, John. Shout out to Kaylin. Shout out to Ray. Shout out to Diana. Shout out to Vanessa. Shout out to Kaylin. Shout out to Reagan. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the shout outs. Shout out to Allison. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Delilah. Shout out to Avesta. Shout out to Teresa. Shout out to Toby. Shout out to, was it Weston? Shout out to, is it Dinda? Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Hira or Hira. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Leon or Leon. Shout out to Beckett. Shout out to Kamari. Shout out to Cohen. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Shout out to Juliana. Shout out to sorry if I mispronounce your name, Abdul Kaur. I'm so sorry if I mispronounce your name. Oops, 2 H's. Let me write it again. I forgot the other H. Shout out to Tilly. Shout out to Celia. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Matthew. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Ahmad. Oh, wait. Oh, shout out to Noor. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Emma. Shout out to Jules. Was it Jules? Oh, yeah, Jules. Shout out to Natalie. Shout out to Camila. Shout out to Alexa. Shout out to these people. Thank you for 50 likes. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my shout outs. I also post other content. I hope you can check it out as well on my channel and support if you can. I would truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. On to the next page. Shout out to Greta. Shout out to Maya. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Nicolette. Shout out to Lily. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Jennifer. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Ahmad. Oh, Lily, I got you. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Anne Marie. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to, is it Amy? Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to, for Pink Pony Edie, which name do you want me to put? Shout out to Nicole. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Luke Redger. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Mia. Shout out to Stella. Shout out to Celia. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Sunny. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Shout out to Elizabeth. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Audrey. Shout out to Edith. Shout out to Mia. Shout out to Addis. Shout out to Emma. Shout out to OMZ. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Presley. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Addis, I got you. Emma, I got you. I got you. Shout out to Teresa. Shout out to Faith. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to, you're welcome. Lily with 2 L's. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Harley. Shout out to Harley. Shout out to, is it Donna? Shout out to Tahani. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to Antonella. Shout out to Shreya. Shout out to Esther. Shout out to Charlotte. Shout out to, thank you, Beth. Thank you, Steven. Thank you for your support. Shout out to Vicky. Shout out to Aaliyah. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. We're almost at 60 likes. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Ruben. Shout out to Ellie. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Dorsa. Shout out to Maria. Shout out to Shreya, I got you. Thank you for 60 likes. Shout out to Olivia. Shout out to Layla. Shout out to Willow. Shout out to Orla. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out Shreya, I got you. Wait, where'd I get you? Oh, right here. Shreya, sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Emma, Britt. Shout out to Delilah. Shout out to Alice. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Audrey. Shout out to Zach. Willow, I got you right here. Shout out to Dora. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Jocelyn. Shout out to Petra. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Elsie. Shout out to Alice. Shout out to Pumpkin. Shout out to Pony Boy. Shout out to Bella. Shout out to Rumi. Shout out to, is it Amy? Shout out to Lindsay. Shout out to Lottie Ann. Shout out to Salvio. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to, is it Michael Lynn? Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Shout out to Jana or Jana. Shout out to Doralicia. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Amelia. Shout out to Amy. Shout out to Zion. Shout out to Emmy. Thank you for supporting my channel. Shout out to Sadie. Shout out to Susan. Shout out to Aiden. Shout out to Rihanna. Shout out to Emily. Shout out to Matthias. Leave a like if you're enjoying the live stream. Oh, I already did this color. Shout out to Matthias. Shout out to Ari. Shout out to Fernando. Shout out to Lydia. Shout out to Sophia. Shout out to Coco. Write your name in the chat if you want me to shout you out. Shout out to Tigressa. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Amira. Shout out to Rylan. Shout out to Nyla or Neela. Shout out to Candace. Shout out to Zeus. Write your name again if I missed you. Shout out to Josephine. Shout out to Toby. Shout out to Mr. B. Shout out to Zeva. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Or Zeva. Shout out to X Gold. Shout out to, is it Kaya? Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Finley. Shout out to Lennon. Shout out to Catherine. Shout out to Maya. Shout out to Carrie. Shout out to Shania. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Shout out to Maya, I got you. Shout out to Gerard. Shout out to these people. Like and subscribe if you enjoy my content and my shout outs. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking the time to write your name. I normally do shout outs every day, sometimes twice. I think twice a day, yeah. So please subscribe so you know when I'm going to go live again. Thank you so much for being here. Take care. Have a great day or have a great night. See you soon. Bye.